Hi, I'm Amy, and I want to talk about how to get clarity about your desire as you start your manifesting process. And I think this is something that most people think they have because they know what they want, but I want to actually show you how you may think you know what you want, but you aren't actually clear about it. But before I do that, I have to let you all know I said in a video last year that I was in Los Angeles working on a movie, and I can finally tell you about the movie because we're in the promotional stages. I worked on the movie The Nice Guys, which is starring Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling and the beautiful Angourie Rice, who's this adorable little girl that you're gonna all love. And I worked on the movie as a crew person, so you probably won't see me in it, although they did throw me in this like party scene at one point, which you can, look for me. I don't know if you'll see me or not. But anyway, I worked as a crew person. I was a stand-in and for the character Amelia. So anyway, I can finally tell you guys what it was all about. It was a great experience. I had so much fun, and it was a really, really magical movie that I got to work on. So please go see it. It comes out May 20th. I'm promoting it shamelessly because why not? Okay, so clarifying your desire. I want to tell you something, and I want you to think about this. So for people who don't have a car or might live in a part of the world where you're not like really driving around parking lots, just try and imagine this if you can. Okay, so I want you to imagine like you're trying to go to the mall and it's Christmas and the parking lot is full. And you are driving around the parking lot looking for a parking space, right? So we've all kind of had this experience here, especially in the States. So I want you to imagine there's two cars driving around the parking lot. Both people obviously want a parking spot. Why would they be driving around the parking lot otherwise, right? So this is the desire. This is the want. I want a parking spot. So this is what most people think. I know what I want, and I'm focused on it because I want a parking spot. Okay, great. Desire, knowing what you want, does not mean you're focusing on it. So imagine person in car number one has the desire for the parking spot. They want it, and they are focused on, in their mind and in their imagination, and they feel good or they feel normal, or they might feel a little bit weird, but they know it's possible. They're focusing on an empty parking space that they can park their car in. Or they're focusing on someone pulling out of a space right when they're there so they can pull in. This person is more in alignment and actually focusing on what they want. They want the parking space, and now they are focusing on the parking space, right? The second person in the second car obviously wants a parking space just as equally as the person in the first car. However, they're driving around the same parking lot and they're imagining there are no spaces. There are no spaces. The spaces are full. Why are there no spaces? Why is everybody here? Why did I have to come at this time? Why did I not get off work earlier? And they are focusing on what they don't want while they want the parking space. That is what resistance is. Resistance is focusing on what you don't want, while you want something. And alignment is focusing on what you want, or believing it in a sense, while you actually want it. I hope this clarifies where you may want something and think, I know what I want and I'm focusing on it and I'm in alignment with it. Look, if you don't feel good, you're not in alignment with what you want. What you want is sort of the constant. And you want to adjust your thinking, your focus based on the constant. The parking spot. I want a parking spot, right? So you adjust your focus. Are you focusing on getting one, or are you focusing on not getting one? Are you focusing on an empty spot that's available, or are you focusing on the lot being full and poor you're never going to get one? This is a very, very simple explanation of what clarifying your desire looks like. So you want to get clear of what you want and then get a clear picture in your mind of what it actually looks like, not what it doesn't look like or the opposite of it. So I want you to think about this as you are focusing on clarifying your desire. Write out what you want. I want a parking spot. Now, write out some sort of image or some sort of description of what it would look like if that were happening, or if that were available, or if that's what was going to be your result. Think about this. What is your result going to look like? Well, hopefully what you want, but you have to kind of have an idea of that in order to focus on it. I like mental pictures. I'm visual and they work really well for me. If they don't work well for you, that's fine. You can write it out. But clarifying your desire is knowing what you want and forming some sort of focus, a focal point that you can have about your desire that actually matches your desire. It's not in opposition. You want a parking spot? You have to focus on parking spots being available. You have to believe they're available. You want a relationship? You have to believe relationships are available for you. You can't be like, I want a relationship and think about how you don't have one. That's the same thing as driving around the lot looking for a spot, wanting a spot when you're thinking they're not available. Do you see what I'm saying here? So this is also very clearly what I'm trying to describe is focusing on what you don't want versus what you want. So just get a clear picture in your mind and remember the two scenarios, the two people looking for parking spots to help you clarify your desire. If you have any questions about how to do this, please put them in the comments. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope this helps to clarify your desire so you have a focal point. This doesn't mean you're going to get your desire the moment you focus on it. It just means you will now have a focal point to be able to focus on what your desire actually looks like. Not just wanting it. Wanting it is one thing, but wanting it and being able to focus on it is what causes alignment, being able to align with it. I hope this helps. Have a wonderful day. Happy manifesting, and go see The Nice Guys when it comes out. It should be really, really funny.